Hey there, YTPC. It's your boy Cosmo, Cat Dad Piper. Starting to rain out here a little bit this afternoon, but I thought it's time to do a tobacco tasting. We're doing Hearth and Home, which is a pipesandcigars.com label. It is their El Nino Reposado. So their El Nino tobacco is a Virginia, dark-fired Kentucky, black Cavendish, with a little bit of Perique and Latakia blend. But this limited edition, and then they don't tell you how limited it is aged in a rested or reposado tequila barrel. Now, reposado tequilas are aged in barrels for 2 to 12 months. So let's go ahead and see what the tin note is. And I'll show you what the cut looks like. It's kind of a nice, loose, shaggy cut. As you can see there, really nice. Moisture is about perfect. So you get a complex note. I might get a little bit of oak. And I don't know if I would say tequila, but definitely some sort of alcohol. I get a little bit of sweetness from black Cavendish. And then you get a nice Virginia tanginess to it. And maybe just a hint of the Latakia in there. And they did say on tobaccoreviews.com that it is just a hint of Latakia. I've got my Peterson Pub Pipe packed. Let's try to give this a True Light, tell you what I think of it. And with any tobacco tasting, this is just what I'm getting. Don't take my word for it. Always check out other reviews. Although I haven't seen a whole lot of reviews out there for it. Just read descriptions on websites, etc. But let's see what we got going on here. Give a little Charlotte. Got a nice medium smoke. I'll make sure I get this lit good since it's starting to rain a little. So right up front, not getting a lot of sweetness, but it's there. I'm almost getting a little bit of nuttiness. More to like what you would find in a burley, but there's no burley in it. It's interesting because I don't get tequila and I don't necessarily get oak. But I can tell that it imparts some flavor into the tobacco. I definitely get... Maybe I do get a little bit of oak, a little bit of woodiness. I definitely get the sense of some sort of alcohol, but I wouldn't say tequila. There we go, that's what I was looking for. I would say a solid medium mouthfeel. Don't get a whole lot of Perique or Latakia, but I am getting some subtle spices in there. Almost kind of like a little bit of like mace, maybe. Not quite peppery, not quite nutmeg, but in that kind of spice range. Oh. Having problems keeping it lit today, which is usually not a problem with this tobacco. Okay, let's see if I can do a retro hell. Okay. A lot going on in that retro hell. Not getting a whole lot of black Cavendish in that or sweetness. I think I'm getting a wood barrel there a little char. This has been a hard tobacco for me. I enjoy it thoroughly. Trust me, I'll probably try to get some more at some point if it's still available. But there's something familiar about it that I can't put my finger on. I think because all those different tobaccos, the Cavendish, the Virginia, the Perique, Latakia, the Dark Fired. I think the Dark Fired's probably a dominating flavor in here, but I feel like they all got to mix together and absorb some of that probably oak barrel. I wish I knew what type of tequila they used. All it says is Arrested or Reposado tequila. It's tasty. It's almost giving me a little bit of a cigar leaf taste, if that makes sense. A little bit of cigar leaf, a little bit of wood or oak barrel. A nice little finish of what I would say is some sort of alcohol. I wouldn't say necessarily tequila. Almost somewhere in between like a brandy and a cognac, but not as sweet as them. But I'm going to keep smoking through this, get down to the last third of the bowl. If you hold on for just a moment, I'll be right back. Give you some final thoughts, tell you what I think overall. Just a moment. Welcome back. On the last third of the bowl, and once I stop talking for the video, I've had no problem keeping this lit. Again, there's something really familiar with this taste, and it's been staying consistent for me. It's gonna sound weird. So growing up as a kid, I had a neighbor that lived across the street. I believe he smoked cigars and pipes. And their house, in particular, the lower level, was a split level, smelled of the smoke. To me, this taste, how that smells, it's got that kind of old-time, classic, musky, masculine, woodsy tobacco smoke taste. I'm getting a little bit of sourness there. Latakia, Perique, again, I think it's there, but I think it's combining with all the other elements. As long as the black Cavendish, I'm not getting a ton of sweetness. I think it's there just kind of round everything out. Again, if you told me it was tequila, I wouldn't necessarily believe you. But I am getting kind of that charred wood barrel a little bit in there. I am getting a little bit of alcohol. Again, I would say probably on par with like a cognac, but not sweet like a cognac. Give it a finish light here. All in all, I would say this is a terrific tobacco. Like I said, it is limited edition, but they didn't release a number, and the tins aren't numbered. And it's still available on Pipes and Cigars. It is a little bit pricier. It's about a $15 tin for a 2-ounce tin. But I think it's well worth it. It's a good classic smoke with something else. Even though it's got that, Reposado label, the tequila barrel label, it is in no way an aromatic, I don't think. Maybe it's a pipe smoker's aromatic, but somebody who didn't smoke pipe, I don't think they would necessarily appreciate the room note. I think it smells great. I think it tastes great, though. So anyways, that's all I really have as far as this tobacco tasting. I've got a playlist on my channel if you want to check out other ones. And I should be getting some tobacco in the next few days. So I should probably have 3 or 4 more tobacco tastings over the next couple weeks, including that CAO Eileen's Dream. And I'll have a couple Yabos hopefully later this week, so stay tuned for those. In the meantime, I'm glad you could join me. And as always, thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll see you soon.